snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. 25 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they get their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. No play.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Gun! Hey, no, easy. Zebra. First.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. To try here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Vikings 0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Gun!
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Chandler. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 0.
Intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Gun. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Nwangu. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Gun.
Play action now. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Good route here.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they get to him with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DJ Watt got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it down at about the 22-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Handoff right side to Wangu. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Wilson's got it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Trying the power game with Ham. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That's DK Metcalf running this slant. He's got it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some space here. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit to get some breathing room going. And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone. And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard. And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Andrew Booth puts it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that Not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to come into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Off the play fake. Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Drake Jackson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Brown. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And the Cowboys have got first and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second and goal, Prescott buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Cousins. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.